You have to be extreme if you want your life to change. Not motivated, not trying your best, extreme. In 2021, my life finally looked like it was working. I was climbing the ladder, I just landed a promotion, the raises were hitting my account, and I was getting the kind of experience everyone tells you is the key to a good life. On paper, I was winning, but there was a leak in the tank. Every weekend, it was something. A celebration drink for the work week, a late night concert, a Sunday brunch that turned into a Sunday blackout. I tell myself, you've been grinding at the office all week. You earned this. I justified this sabotage because my career was good enough. I'd spend my Friday nights chasing a release, then spend Monday through Wednesday in a cognitive deficit, just trying to clear the brain fog so I could do my job. I was making more money, but my character was standing still. I was just a more well-funded version of my former mediocre self. The scary part isn't failing. It's the slow fade. It's watching your potential dissolve while shallow pleasures replace it. That year, after another weekend of celebrating a life I didn't actually love, I snapped. I wasn't sad, I was angry. I realized that when you have real goals, they act as a spotlight on everything you're doing wrong. And so, I disappeared. Why does going ghost work? It's not about being a hermit, it's about neuroefficiency. Most of us in the 9-to-5 world live in a state of partial attention. You're answering emails while thinking about lunch. You're in a meeting while planning your weekend. In neuroscience, there's a fundamental law stating neurons that fire together, wire together. Your brain is plastic, meaning it's physically reshaped by what you repeat. When you spend your week distracted and your weekend escaping, you are literally wiring your brain to be mediocre. When you casually try to start a side hustle or get in shape, your brain treats that goal as optional. It doesn't allocate the heavy-duty resources because it doesn't think you're serious. But when you disappear, when you flip the switch from trying to being obsessed, your biology shifts. Your brain stops seeing your goal as a hobby and starts treating it as survival. In the corporate world, we're trained to rely on external feel, which is the next raise, the LinkedIn title, the good job from the boss. But that feel is dirty. It burns out fast. Extreme focus taps into intrinsic feel, which is curiosity, mastery, and autonomy. When these drivers stack, you hit flow. Flow is the ultimate clean high. It's the state where the clock disappears and the work feels effortless. For a 9-to-5er, flow is the escape hatch. You don't need rise and grind TikToks when the work itself becomes the reward. You don't need a vacation from a life you're actually building. There's a reason you feel like a different person on Monday morning than you do on Saturday night. Your brain is a filtering machine. Maxwell Maltz once said, "A person who sees themselves as a failure will find ways to fail, even if opportunity is dropped in their lap." But in the corporate world, it's more subtle. You don't see yourself as a failure. You see yourself as a worker. You identify as the guy who hits his KPIs, or the girl who never misses a happy hour. Your brain has a gateway called the reticular activating system. Its job is to filter out the millions of data points around you and only show you what fits your current identity. If you identify as a 9-to-5er who needs the weekend to survive, your brain will literally hide side business opportunities, creative insights, and high-level connections from you. It's protecting the version of you that it thinks is safe. But when you disappear, you break the filter. So, what do you actually do? You disappear for 6 months. Not to become a hermit, but to deprogram. You're stepping away from the corporate noise to rebuild your internal structure. To do that, you only need 4 habits, not 10, just 4. First, one project. Pick one thing that exists outside of your boss's expectations. That could be a business, a portfolio, or a specialized skill. Spend just 1 hour of deep work on it every single day. In your 9-to-5, you're used to shallow work. Meetings about meetings, Slack pings, busy work. This hour is different. No phone, no notifications, just pure building. Remember, work isn't the enemy. Misaligned work is. This hour is how you build your exit ramp. Second, one book. School and corporate training teach you how to follow instructions, how to be a good cog. Books teach you how to build the machine. Spend 30 minutes a day reading something that expands your map of reality. Read about psychology, systems, or philosophy. If you want to stop perceiving the world as an employee, you have to feed your brain the thoughts of the masters. Third, one meditation. Most people live shallow lives, reacting to pings and notifications. Spend 10 minutes in silence. Don't try to clear your mind, just notice reality. Notice the tension in your shoulders from the office chair. Notice the silence between the sounds in your room. Meditation is the antidote to the digital fog. It restores the depth that social media and corporate burnout steal from you. And fourth, one workout. Socrates said it best. It is a shame for a man to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength of which his body is capable of. If you're sitting at a desk for 8 hours, your vessel is decaying. And when the body decays, your creativity and confidence go with it. You cannot build a high-level life in a low-energy body. Train it, respect it, protect it. If you're stuck right now, good. That tension you feel every Sunday night, that frustration when you look at your paycheck and realize you've traded 40 hours of your life for a comfortable stagnation, that's entropy. It's the natural law that systems drift toward disorder. Most people try to numb that feeling. They buy things they don't need, they scroll through lives that they don't have, and then use the weekend to forget the week. They stay just comfortable enough to never actually change, but you have a choice. You have to reach the crossroads where one version of you wants the safety of the 9-to-5 and the other version who wants the freedom of the architect. When you choose growth day after day for 6 months, clarity explodes. That's the tipping point. That's when you stop being a worker and start being the creator of your own reality. Give yourself permission to be extreme. Get sick of being fine. If you're ready to take the exit ramp, I want you to comment 6 months. Tell me what your one project is, whether it's the business you've been thinking about for 2 years, Or the skill you know will change your tax bracket, declare it, disappear, and come back unrecognizable.